sell to your subconscious mind, not to the conscious mind. And the reason why they're able to do that is because they feel that deep down all they're doing is giving to us what we want. And the question is, what is it that we really want? And so because of the old programming for fear and all of that, in one way, they are giving us what we want. But there's an original programming there. So you have to look at that, belief systems, all of that. And so your subconscious mind is wanting, these things to sort of take care of that fix that we have. We have a fix for excitement, for fear, for all of those things, as I mentioned. But the conscious mind may go, well, I don't want that. But deep down, our lives are run from the subconscious level, and marketing companies know that. And so that's why they appeal to that part of us. Does that make sense? Do
you think disease gives our life a sort of meaning in a perverted way?
I'm sorry, does disease do what?
Does disease give our life meaning in a kind of perverted, twisted way?
Yeah, well, the film even kind of makes that reference as well. With Dr. Rapai, with the statement that he makes is talking about our identity, that we need an identity, and you get to identify.
I am a diabetic. I
exactly.
I am a cancer survivor. I am. Yeah.
That's what the film talks about, and he does mention that. And especially in America, because each place is a little bit different. But in America, as he mentioned, there's a strong identity thing here. What are you identifying with? Who are you?
Yeah. Identity theft. How do you like identity?
I am a survivor.
Identity theft. Do you ever hear
Absolutely.
that? I love that idea. Yeah. We seem to be obsessed with the idea of identification.
Well, yeah, because you're nobody. If you can't identify with something that makes you stand out, we're very cliquey. We're very Borg-like. We want to be part of. Everybody wants to belong to, And so it's very easy for us to get directed in that manner because we want to be a part of. We want to, because then you get attention as well, and you feel like you're part of some elite club. And real quickly, I want to mention this ad I saw a couple of times, and I thought, dear God, it was for COPD. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I say dear God when I see these ads a lot, though. I know what you're talking about.
That's with every ad. But
especially drug ads, especially drug company ads. Dear God.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, say, for example, the woman's name was Tara. She'll go, my name is I am Tara, and I have COPD. And I was like, oh, my goodness, does anybody not notice what they're doing? They're finding another way for people to really solidify the identity by spelling out their names. There's about 4 people in the commercial.
And they link it to the disease.
Yeah. I am DAVID. And I have COPD.
Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful stuff.
Powerful.
Oh my God, that's magic, high magic, actually. That's why I wonder how could this not be intentional? How can this manipulation not be intentional? But your point's well taken.
It is intentional, I do believe, because I always say, if you have 5 people trying to control 2 million people, I mean, I'm just saying the ratio in comparison. You have to find ways to keep the 2 million people subdued. You have to keep them distracted. You have to keep people from looking inside of themselves. You have to keep people from realizing how much power they actually have. You have to keep people looking outside of themselves. And this is how this system is set up. People are constantly looking outside of themselves. That's why we don't trust ourselves, that we know what's good for us. That's why we love government, and that's why we fight over who's a Republican, who's a Democrat, who's a Green Party, who's this, who's that. And it is just all completely distracting because you're hoping that government, you expect government and everybody else outside of you to be responsible for you and to have your best interest at heart.
How much of this need for identification and this idea of going outside ourselves that you talk about, how much of it is connected to our disconnection from our divine nature or our disconnection from God? Do you think that's what it's really about?
Very largely, because that's also sold to us. What God is sold to us. The concept, religion, for the most part, is an organized idea or concept that is sold to people, and they shouldn't question. And you have to operate by these certain standards and idea. So this goes all the way through, and so people are very disconnected from that greater aspect of themselves because they're relying on somebody else to tell them who God is, what God will be, and you need a third party because you are not you're not worthy of connecting directly to anything that could be more expansive than you. You always have to have a third party that you go through, and hence, the Pope, hence, the minister, hence everybody else, but not you, because you are not great enough to make that connection on your own.
How ironic that even the brilliant, insightful, and divine words of Jesus Christ, look within, look to the kingdom within, or greater works than this shall you do also. Even that's sold to us.
I love that one.
But even that's sold to us.
All of it.
But Sonia, even that is sold to us. Even that, we have to go through, to get to that message, we got to go to the church. To get to that message, we got to go to the officials. How ironic. Right.
All of it. Because you're just not smart enough. We're just not smart enough to do
it ourselves. To do it ourselves. All right. When we come back from our break, we'll talk about how all this relates to health and disease and how all this connects to the medical model. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're talking to Sonia Barrett. Health, an Inside Job is the name of her book and her movie. She's got also a couple other really wonderful books, The Holographic Canvas and A Journey of Possibilities, which is a collection of Sonia's essays. Her website is spiritinformed.com. We're coming back with more good health information with Sonia Barrett right after this. Don't go away.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs knows the importance of proper digestion.
Make sure you take a look at the Ultimate Enzyme product. They're made with bile salts and fat digestion enzymes and protein digestive enzymes. And not only do the Ultimate Enzymes give you obvious benefits for digestion, but they can also help keep your blood flowing through your circulatory system. As most of you probably know by now, thick, sludgy, clotting blood is a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Clearly, inappropriate and excessive blood clotting is a major health issue, and thick, sludgy blood is not just about heart health either. Sludgy blood can compromise oxygenation and nutrient delivery to all your cells and tissues and organs and ultimately lead to almost any health issue you can name.
Concerned about proper digestion and heart health? Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE. Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
If you need to say happy birthday, happy anniversary, thank you, or simply I'm thinking of you, ProFlowers.com is the key. ProFlowers has stunning bouquets, like the best-selling 100 blooms for $19.99. Plus, ProFlowers will include a glass vase for free. Sending someone a wonderful surprise of beautiful flowers sent fresh from the field is easy. Choose the bouquet you like, pick the delivery date, and each order is 100% guaranteed. Plus, all bouquets from Pro Flowers are guaranteed to last at least 7 full days. Beautiful, fragrant flowers, picked fresh and sent to your loved one for lasting enjoyment. To get this incredible savings and send someone 100 gorgeous blooms with a free vase for $19.99, go to proflowers.com. Click the blue microphone in the top right corner and enter code PLOW. That's proflowers.com. Click the mic and enter code PLOW.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues, no matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
Results will vary from case to case.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
Welcome back to The Bright Side. Got one more segment with Sonia Barrett, author of Health and Inside Job, and as well as a producer, I suppose, of the film Health and Inside Job, and the book The Holographic Canvas as well. So, Sonia, we talked about emotions, we talked about the mental nature, we talked about the medical model. How is it that, in your opinion, we can, or if we should, interface at all with the medical model, with doctors, with drugs, with insurance companies, et cetera?
I think that everything has its place, and I think there are certainly situations where they play their role. But I think what's happened is it's gotten out of control, where people are using those systems as the most prominent way of taking care of themselves. We go to the doctor for a checkup every year, and of course, I am never telling anybody not to go and get a checkup. I'm definitely not advocating that. But for me, my thing is, what am I looking for? What am I expecting for? Am I expecting to find something? But see, for me, I expect to find nothing. So I'm not going to check for anything. But that's just me. And part of why I'm able to do that is because I am responding to my body's call every time it shows me something. I am responding. I'm taking care of it. And I'm not waiting for the doctor to be the one to tell me about what my body is doing. The doctor does not know my body. He does not. No doctor knows your body like you do. And so I think that we have to recognize what the role is that those mediums play in our lives, how much we depend on it in terms of our children and our families. Insurance, I think that is the craziest thing, in my opinion. It is just the craziest thing. You have people who are very healthy, they're fine, but everybody's so spazzed out about making sure that they have health insurance. That is one of the biggest programs that's been embedded in us, because the idea of insurance is just in case. That's what insurance means, just in case something happens. So we live in this survival mode anyway, but we live in anticipation that something could happen at any moment. Yeah. Not only that, but we are conditioned that by the time we reach various ages, that we are going to get sick, which is something, the film also mentions, it talks about. It's like by a certain age, by the time you hit, it's 50 or is it 40? I don't even know anymore. So you're told if you're between the age of 40 and, 80, now you're sold a certain kind of insurance. You're sold life insurance. Everything that sets us up, sets our minds up, sets the subconscious mind up, sets our belief structure up, our perception up. It's a setup to automatically buy in, and I use the term buy in because we don't think of it like the stock market, but we buy into things, into belief systems with our what? Emotions. And emotions are what? It's our energy. So we are purchasing these concepts sold to us through our life force.